Good morning, Algebra 1. This is June 2nd, Tuesday. 4 days of school left. We're going to be going over lesson 82 today, okay, which is evaluating functions and domain and range, okay? We're going to be going over the examples, examples 1, 2, and 3, okay? First, starting out with example 1, if you're following along on page 337. It says if fx, which is the function of x, is this equation right here, find out what it's going to equal if x equals 5. Okay, so what we do is we take 5 and we replace it with every x that we see. So this is going to become 5 squared, right? 5 squared, we just replace the x, plus 5 minus 10, which is going to equal 5 squared is 25, plus 5 minus 10. If we're solving from left to right, 25 plus 5 is 30, minus 10 equals, when f of 5, the function of 5, is in that equation, it's going to equal 20. And that's how you would write your answer for that problem right there. Just wherever there was an x, you fill it in when it says find the function of that, okay? So we do the same thing even if it's not a number, okay? It says when the function of x equals this equation right here, what is it going to equal if we substitute a squared? For every x that we see, we put a squared, okay? So there's an x, we put a squared for that. However, there's another squared, so we're going to square a squared plus a squared, right? For this one right here, we substitute x for a squared plus 1, right? So what is a squared squared? It's 2 times 2, which would be 4. So it would be a4 plus a2 plus 1. And that's how you would write that. You would write f of h equals this right here, okay? All right, let me erase the board and we'll do the last example of example 3. All right. Okay. Example 3, 82.3. If fx equals x squared plus 1, then find what it equals f x plus 2. Okay, to find the function of what happens when x or f equals x plus 2. So we replace every x with x plus 2. Okay, so we go x plus 2, and it is squared, right, plus 1. And what that is x, this is like saying x plus 2 times x plus 2, right? That's what that is saying when you square that, right? And then of course you've got at the end, you've got plus 1. So x times x, we do the distributive property, x times x is x squared, x times 2 is plus 2x, 2 times x would be plus 2x, and 2 times 2 would be plus 4, and then of course you've got plus 1 at the end. Okay, so we add like terms. The only like terms there are the two x's, right, and the two numbers. So we have x squared plus 2x plus 2x is 4x, plus 4 plus 1 is plus 5. That would be your answer right there. It's not hard. You just got to replace everything you can see in the examples. If you want to rewind the lesson and watch it again, that's great. The other part of the lesson is the domain and range. Basically, it's understanding the definitions of domain and range. And read the book, and it explains that. It's just knowing definitions of what it's talking about. It's not hard if you just follow along. And then when you get to the practice problems, it asks for find the domain and range of the function for f if x equals something. Flip back to the examples in the book and it tells you exactly what it is on the page before. It's not hard to follow, you just have to memorize some definitions. So when you get to the practice problems, I looked at them, they're exactly like the examples that they give on the previous page, so just follow along with that, okay? Hope everything's going well. We'll see you tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna make sure, it might be Leisure Wednesday, but I'm not sure, during the last week of school. See you soon.